We've received a special request. Right. Here it is. What do you think? Come again.
Aww. Can I have a second?
Huh.
Look at that! Everyone gets to see the good stuff. Okie dokie! Which two are you fixing to combine? You're all set! Never hurts to have some backup, right? Thanks to my secret method, you can enhance your weapons beyond their natural limits! Patent pending! Don't be a stranger! Well, not everyone gets to see the good stuff, you know? Here you go! We have a wide selection of sigils! Appreciate the support!
Oh, wow.
Scout, what should I strengthen? I'll handle it. Good. I'll handle it. How about that? Right. Let's go. Giving your weapons some juice, eh? Right. Let's give it a shot. You want to use a right stone? Right. Let's go. Success. I'll handle it. Once your sigil's improved? How about that? Which one? Show me. Don't forget about upkeep.
No, thank you.
So then? Yes. What'll it be? Something hard?
We've received a special request. Right. All right, see you. We've received a special request.
I can still smell the charred bodies. Hear the crackle of combustion. See the raging fires. That's the price I pay for having cheated death as a kid. It started like any other day. I was out in the woods, nursing an abandoned wolf pup I named Viddy. Without warning, a searing flash turned everything white. I wouldn't learn until later that it had permanently damaged the vision in my right eye. The pain was intense, but I didn't have much time to dwell on it. Within seconds, the shock wave caught up and knocked me on my back. When I finally sat back up, half dazed, my sight had returned, and I saw a sky screaming with light. Maybe I'd have been better off blind. Black smoke billowed from the village. I left behind everything I had and ran.
No! This isn't real. This isn't real.
The main square was littered with shapes so burnt they were hardly recognizable as bodies. I didn't stop to identify them, just kept my eyes forward and sprinted for home.
Mom! Dad!
If anyone was still alive, they'd never hear me over the roaring fire. I circled around to the barn. The structure was still standing, and maybe, just maybe, I still had a family. But seconds after I charged in, a support beam over my head burned through.
Ah!
Something tackled me from behind. Struggling to my feet, I looked back and saw a bundle of fur pinned under the wood. Shock numbed my mind, my senses. I don't know how I got Viddy out from under the rubble, but I remember carrying him back out into the cold. Our village was separated from neighboring towns by large fields and thick woodlands. All I could see was a blank shroud of ash and snow. But still I prayed for someone, anyone, to save us. I kept on through the blizzard, because to stop would be death. First, I lost my voice crying again and again for help. Next, I began to lose consciousness. Finally, as I lost hope, I saw a figure approaching through the snow. Ronan saved my life that day, but he couldn't save Viddy's. My world had burned, and the best parts of me along with it. I was left with a lump of coal for a heart. No mission, no matter how cruel, could move me. I thought I would simply kill until I was killed. Until a miracle reminded me what it was to live again. I owe everything I am now to one person.
There's our guy! We looked everywhere for you, Eustace!
I opened my eyes, hearing a familiar voice. There was the captain. The rest of the crew not far behind. It seems this lone wolf's found his pack. Thinking back on it now, I've come across many miracles. Ronan discovering me in the snow. Flamek accepting me as its contractor. And the captain giving me a place to call home again. I went from having nothing to having everything to live for. I never thought I'd be able to smile like this again. Kindness and love aren't foreign concepts to me. It's just, since the fires, it's all lain buried under a mound of ash. But when I stand on the deck of the Grand Cipher, I can feel a new wind rising and long-forgotten feelings resurfacing. The skies were clear, and the sun was out in Folca. I was relaxing on the terrace, enjoying a good book as a breeze rustled its pages. This was the peace and quiet I lived for. I had just hit chapter 5 when my replacement transceiver buzzed. Free time was always in short supply as a contractor. Managed to squeeze in 4 chapters this time, a new record. I could barely keep from sighing as I pressed receive. This is Eustace. A new job had come in. Someone in Zega Grande was intercepting society transmissions. I was to sniff them out and bring them in. The society has operatives in every corner of the world, even here in the Forgotten Skies. But where the society goes, our nemesis organization, the Foe, follows. And Avia hadn't completely lost its influence either. Whoever the culprit was, they were playing with fire. And the society was having none of it. Understood. I sank back into my chair and stared out at the town. It was the picture of rustic tranquility. But I learned long ago that looks are deceiving. If someone was tapping society transmissions, that meant they probably had a transceiver of their own. To my knowledge, Roland was the only person from Zega with anything close. The build of his handmade device wouldn't fly with society standards. Too bulky, too conspicuous. But functionally, it was the same. As I questioned him about his device, it became clear he wasn't involved. Besides, how would he have gotten our key codes in the first place? The handyman did, however, add a new wrinkle to the investigation.
Speaking of transceivers, I've been tinkering with a new prototype to upgrade my old model. Unfortunately, it appears to have gone missing.
Any idea where you might have lost it?
No, and I've already checked everywhere. But not to worry. Assuming someone does find it, I wouldn't call it user-friendly.
He laughed it off, unaware of the gravity of the situation. Roland might have been an astral, but like the captain, he was a bleeding heart, for better or for worse. Besides, I didn't see how he'd benefit from stolen society intel, and nothing he said during the interrogation raised red flags. The culprit likely wouldn't have alerted me to the existence of a missing prototype. I left the church and took my investigation to the streets, which also turned out to be a bust. I need a drink. When liquor flows, people talk. Should have just hit the bar in the first place. I kept my ears open while nursing a brew. A few sips later, my gambit paid off.
I can't believe it's finally here. My first time joining a gathering is tomorrow. So much for sleeping tonight.
Relax. You're making it way bigger than it actually is. The Primeval Acolytes gain new followers all the time.
The Primeval Acolytes? Never heard of them. I studied the two patrons. The man had a mage's staff, while the woman wore fighter's gloves. I couldn't help but wonder if this group was recruiting combat veterans. Not that soldiers can't have a spiritual side.
Well, I did hear there's going to be a god call.
What's that?
It's a ritual where the gods speak to us through this box-looking thing.
The ability to speak to primeval gods, or primal beasts as I knew them. No one but Lyria should have that power. Something felt off. What tool could transmit the voice of a god to mortal ears? This might end up being a wild goose chase, but a lead was a lead. Might as well learn what I can. Hey, you're going to tomorrow's gathering too? I forgot to ask where it's at. Mind filling me in? A hasty pretense, but it worked.
Nice to meet another newcomer. Yeah, it's kind of disorganized, but I got you covered. So, about where we're meeting.
The acolytes told me about a remote location, but I didn't detect any signs of lying. I decided to head there along a monster-infested route, so my targets wouldn't see me coming. Right. The gathering should be taking place up ahead. Why someplace like this, though? Better hurry. Ready for action. Time is wasting. Breaking through! Target practice. Press the advantage. Lock. Dead! Thunderclap! Reloading. They look weak. Should be able to breeze through. Neutral engaging! Can't breathe! Breaking through! Clear. This is nothing. Reloading. I'm just getting stuck. Got you. Lightning! Thunderclap! Engaging! Breaking through! Press the advantage. Shit! Breaking through! Here we go. Come back! All right, it's over. Breaking through. Aim. Fire. Engaging. Breaking through. Engaging. I'm just getting started. Eat lead. Need ammo. To dance with lightning. Engaging. Out of my way. Thunderclap. Let's go. Got him. Reloading. Lock it. Dead! Engaging! Nice try. Rookie. Gotcha! Too slow. Now! Reloading. Need ammo. Engaging! Back to it. Targets eliminated. Breaking through! Eat lead! Need ammo. Reloading. Doesn't seem to open from this side. Need to take a different route. Neutralize! Need ammo. Down there.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Sorry for dropping in out of the blue. I really didn't want to miss the gathering. Quite a few people had already arrived and were milling around. One of the flock greeted me with a smile.
Welcome to our humble circle.
Without dropping his smile, he gestured to my holster. Seems I wouldn't be allowed in unless I gave up my weapons for safekeeping. I didn't want to hand over Flamak, especially to an unknown organization. But I'd been on enough undercover operations to know not to resist. There were ways of complying without leaving myself defenseless.
Is there a problem, friend?
The man was all smiles on the surface, but I sensed a shark lurking below. Not at all. After turning over my weapons, I mingled with the crowd as a curious newcomer. The people of Zega Grande have honored primal beasts as gods since ancient times, but these followers took their worship to new heights, and they came from all walks of life. Some were victims of a primal's rampage, rationalizing it as divine retribution for their lack of faith. Others were desperate to fill a void left by the church's collapse, and others were converted after seeing the might and majesty of these gods firsthand. But I couldn't spend much time making small talk. I had to contact Society HQ before the gathering officially kicked off. Slipping away from the crowd, I switched on my transceiver in the shadows. Eustace reporting in, continuing infill of the primeval acolytes. I was required to hand over my weapons. Proceeding with caution. Details will follow. Over. I had to assume the perp was monitoring all my transmissions. Whatever their intentions, whether they were an enemy agent or a lone actor, it would make my job easier if I could bait them into making the first move. Which meant lying low for now.
All right. Is your stomach growling? Then give it what it wants. We've received a special request.
A man who looked to be in his late 30s appeared behind the pulpit, and everyone fell silent. The smell of incense filled the air. He held up a device before the crowd, and it started to play a solemn hymn. It sounds like a transceiver. Must be Roland's missing prototype. The man proceeded to read from scripture. All heads bowed in unison, all eyes closed in prayer, and I followed along. Suddenly his voice swelled, and with wild gestures he raved about the primeval gods, about how they should be revered as much as feared. That was the path to true salvation. Salvation. The wounds of obvious crusades still gaping on this skydom, and yet these people spoke in Lilith's words. Following the sermon, a voice issued from the device, which the pastor claimed was the recently recorded voice of God. Once the divine transmission was over, the floor was open to questions from the congregation. I stood against a wall, watching everything unfold. Before long, the man from the pulpit descended and made his way to me.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm Izard, the head of this wonderful group.
I'm Eustace. Considering my transmissions had been tapped, I thought I'd better use the same name.
Have you also suffered at the hands of the primeval gods? I know it must be hard, but ordeals are meant to test us. Let's help each other put our best foot forward.
Thanks. Is that all you wanted to say? I wasn't the only new face at today's gathering. Why did he single me out?
You know, most people don't take the Fellfrost Passage. The monsters that nest there, they aren't too friendly. Seeing as you made it here alive and well, you've definitely got fighting talent.
Go on.
I don't know how we angered Avia, but some of their former members seem to hate us. They might leave us alone when they see we've got a tough guy like you.
I fed him a cover story about how I used to be a Seed Hollow city guard. Izard possessing Roland's prototype basically made him my culprit. But I couldn't move just yet. Not without definitive proof. By the way, I've never seen anything like that sound box you used in the sermon. Do you mind me asking where you got it from?
Ah, this old beaut. Bought it at a flea market. Crazy luck, am I right? Might even be an artifact from Dolly. Now wouldn't that be something? The gods sure do work in mysterious ways.
He should have saved his breath. Looking at the device up close, the design was a dead giveaway. It was Roland's handiwork. After a few more minutes of banter, Izard walked off to speak with others. He'd been guarded. I couldn't suss out as much as I hoped. I'll let him dig himself deeper into the grave. I needed more evidence before I could bring down the gavel. Izard would make a mistake eventually. I just had to give him time. Before my 7th gathering with the Acolytes, I had a heated exchange with Vasaraga via transceiver. No, I'm out. I've had it with the Society's crooked tactics. I'll make my own decisions from now on. Otherwise, it's an insult to Vidi.
I see. That is unfortunate.
The gatherings had become routine. Check in my weapons, listen to scripture, then finish off with the gods' blessings. By now, Izard was treating me like a best friend.
Eustace, old pal. Always a pleasure to see you.
He was in an especially good mood today. My dramatic exit from the Society must have done the trick and loosened his tongue.
Do you know why I started this group, Eustace? Because it's my mission to bring true peace to these skies. My family's counting on it.
Your family?
Oh, did I not mention them? I have a loving wife, a beautiful child, and the cutest pup you ever did see. It's pure bliss. I want to usher in a future where everyone can have their own little slice of happiness.
Izard smiled, raising his arms heavenward.
But the gods will not stand for such avarice. Their retribution will find me, and I walk with fear from dawn to dusk.
He looked back at me, his eyes haunted.
What you're about to hear may be upsetting, but I think you're ready.
He explained that primeval gods were not deities, but artificial weapons called primal beasts, capable of destroying the Sky Realm. Information that should...
I've been searching for...
Does such a weapon even exist?
Oh, they exist.
My eyes know. Where did you hear all this?
Well, I don't rightly remember. Sorry.
He offered me a shrug, and that was that. I knew he couldn't be trusted, but who was he working for? The foe? The Moon Dwellers? Or somewhere closer to home? Tonight's gathering started off uneventful. Izard walked up to me after the sermon and clapped my shoulder.
Come on, Eustace. How long are we going to keep up this charade?
It seems he'd finally run out of patience. I stayed quiet and waited for his next move.
I know the Society sent you.
And there it was. He was ready to reveal his true colors. Not here. Too many witnesses. I led Izard back to the altar entrance and confronted him about his knowledge of classified intel. He sighed.
You're right. The truth is, I used to be on the Society's payroll too.
This was news. All this time, my target had been someone on the inside. According to Izard, he modified his old Society-issued transceiver to avoid tracing and switched it to send only. The gods had never spoken through Roland's prototype. Izard staged everything with his most trusted follower. Despicable. The theatrics with Roland's transceiver was nothing more than a dog and pony show.
I've been monitoring your crew ever since you guys left Fanta Grande. Your arrival in the Forgotten Skies was a godsend. I needed your seal weapons. I'd take them by force if I had to. That's why I formed the Acolytes in the first place, to recruit muscle.
He droned on about his master plan.
Hearing you snap back at HQ was like music to my ears. When I realized your faith in the Society was wavering, I saw an opportunity.
Izard railed against the Society for focusing on the moon when our home, the skies, were so broken. He claimed that only he could bring peace to this world, but he needed power. Lots of it.
Join me, Eustace. Help me protect the skies. Isn't that what you want too?
First, they hollow out your mind with empty ideals. Then, they try to control you. The modus operandi of all cult leaders. It's an insult to Vidi.
What?
I didn't expect him to know what it meant, because if he did, my plan would have already failed. It's a code phrase I worked out with Vasaraga in case I needed to signal a bluff. That bit about me being fed up with the Society? It was a sham, to get Izard to drop his guard. His face twisted as he worked out he'd been played.
I'm going to make you pay for that deception.
Izard had been happy enough to spin his web of lies, but now that he'd been caught in one himself, he was filled with rage and resentment. So it goes. Still, I don't blame him for wanting to chase his vision. There's a lot of pain in this world, and people could use an escape, a place to finally find peace. But Izard had been manipulating his followers, diverting their faith into food for his ego, and he'd meant to use seal weapons to start a war. I finally had everything I needed to finish the job. It was time to shut him down. After I exposed Izard's lies, he snapped his fingers, and someone ran to his side. It was the man who checked in my weapons. He handed Izard a familiar-looking gun. Is he the voice of the gods?
As well as the most loyal man I know. The only one I could trust to defang a society dog.
As soon as he had a weapon in hand, Izard's desperation shifted to glee.
You might have pulled a fast one, but now I'm the one holding the seal weapon. Way I see it, you have two choices. You can either come to heel, or die with a whimper.
He directed the barrel of the gun at me. Two things. One, seal weapons only respond to their contractor. You pull that trigger now, or try to force yourself into a contract before you're ready, and you go up in flames.
You'll say anything to avoid death, but even if I can't use this weapon, you're still at my mercy!
Two, I only gave you a gun. I put my fist through a pillar of ice, reuniting with my partner. Meet Flamek Thunder. I don't believe you two know each other.
But if that's Flamek... No. No! It can't be!
Izard went pale as he turned the decoy over in his hands, inspecting it from every angle. Try the trigger. Even a common flintlock can do some damage. The hammer slammed down, and a bullet whistled harmlessly to my left. Rookie mistake, to not take the time to aim with a single-shot weapon.
When did you swap them out?
From the start. I don't hand over Flamek that easily.
Oh, this changes nothing. Flamek will be mine, one way or another!
He began to chant in a language I didn't recognize. A snowstorm whipped up, driven by a wind as cold as the grave. The gale seemed to scream with a mortal voice. But whatever came my way, I'd answer it with the sound of thunder.
Oh, forgotten warrior! Heed my call!
Necromancy. That's low, even for you.
Spare me the morality lesson. I suggest you worry about yourself, Eustace.
Bring the thunder! Here we go.
Flamek! This is the end! Thunderhead! Howl!
Has the power to change the world. Why waste it?
Rookie.
Neutralize!
Need ammo. Bring it!
Returning fire!
The dead feel no pain. Your
Here we
bullets
go.
only feed its wrath.
Flamek! Breaking through!
Piss off! Did I get it? Reloading.
Have some appetizers before the main course.
Didn't ask for dinner and a show.
Enjoy.
Need ammo.
Engaging! Engaging!
Not in the mood. Let's go! Thunder, good night! Reload.
Acid Rage Howl!
Piss off!
Warrior, rise once more. Let wrath drive your blade.
This is getting on my nerves.
You ignited its fury. You only have yourself to blame.
Locking
Far
on.
stronger now. And only your death will bring it peace.
Breaking through!
Get off me! Bring it! Reloading. Reloading.
Engaging!
Need ammo.
Bring the thunder!
Locking on.
This is the power of a seal
Push
weapon.
the ward
That's
cloud!
not the whole story, is it? A weapon is only as good as its wielder.
Breaking through!
A corner dog bites. Reloading.
Too slow! Off me! Engaging! Breaking through! Neutralizing! Go!
Get up! Get up, you useless pile of bones!
Seems you're out of soldiers. End of the line, traitor.
Please, I just want to bring peace to the skies.
I had the backstabber tied hand and foot, stripped of his mask of piety, and still, he tried to keep up the pretense. What does peace mean to you? He went silent, unsure of how to answer. I let him know it was his last chance to be honest.
We will never truly rid this world of sin. But with enough power, we can keep it cowering in the shadows.
Izard explained that war and peace went hand in hand, that evil couldn't be persuaded, only beaten into submission. I'd heard that argument before. In fact, several of the crew swear by it. But good intentions don't always pan out, and a war that fails to bring peace in time becomes nothing but brute violence. Power wielded blindly always leads to tragedy. That was where Izard was headed, him and his whole makeshift crusade. Let me share one last piece of intel with you. You could collect every last seal weapon to exist, and still, you couldn't change the skies. So get that delusion out of your head. In this world, there are no easy answers. Your way of thinking is no better than the society's. Izard fell to his knees, a defeated man. Flamek was just a weapon. It didn't have the power to guarantee everlasting peace and quiet. As its wielder, I knew that better than anyone. That's why, at the very least, I wanted to preserve peace whenever I could, and protect those who needed it most. I looked up at the skies, swearing an oath in my heart. And for just a moment, Flamek seemed to glow warm among the howling winds.
We've received a special request.
I have the traitor and his accomplice in my custody. I ended my report to HQ. Communications were secure once again. Back in front of the pulpit, I laid bare Izard's deception. The shock was universal. Some of the acolytes wept or turned white with rage. For them, this empty worship was the only thing that gave their life meaning.
So, you made us empty promises. For what? Your own self-satisfaction?
The blame, the bad blood, It was all deserved. But Izard refused to go down quietly.
Yes, I lied. I don't have a wife or a kid. Hell, I live in a shack alone. Happy now?
I could hardly bear to watch.
But listen to me, damn it! I don't need seal weapons to build utopia. I just need your trust.
Enough. This is pathetic. No one would take his bait ever again. The mission was over. But there was one last thing I had to check. A few days later, I walked along a faded road out of eyesight of the nearest town, searching for Izard's home. He was in society custody now, and the primeval acolytes dissolved without a leader. Luckily, I was able to track down one of its former members to get Izard's address. As I turned a bend, a house on a hill came into view. The windows were boarded up, and the wood was splintered. Seems Izard had been squatting in an abandoned shack. A guard dog came around the corner, raising its hackles and trying to warn me off. There was a collar around its neck, but it wasn't chained up. If it wanted to run away, it could have left at any time. A doghouse sat in the corner of the yard, surrounded by several weeks' worth of food. Maybe Izard had known that his crusade could only lead him to prison or death. Looking at that dog, I knew. Even if its master hadn't come home for months or years, it would have defended this abandoned home until its last breath. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. I reached out my hand slowly, like Lyria had taught me. The hound stopped growling and inched up, its tail between its legs. It sniffed my fingers, then gave them a cautious lick. That's a good dog. Up close, I could see its coat was well cared for. Izard may not have had a wife or kids, but at least he had something to love. In that false picture of a perfect family he painted, there'd been a single shred of truth. A small corner of peace, worth protecting. I gathered the dog in my arms, and as it looked up at me, its tail began to wag.
Come again. We've right. All right, see you.
Right. Can I have a second?
Let's talk. Want your weapons tempered? Which weapon you want to improve? I'll handle it. I'll handle it. Don't forget about upkeep.
What can I do you for? Look who it is! Thanks to my secret method, you can enhance your weapons beyond their natural limits. Patent pending. Trade your Dahlia badges for special treasure. Thanks a billion! Hope this helps. Love a good whatnot. Let me give you a voucher for him. Wonder what kind of sigil we'll see today. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! If you've got the vouchers, I've got the sigils. How about wonder what kind of sigil? If you've got the vouchers, I've got the sigils. How vouchers? We'll confuse. Nice! I wonder what kind of sigil we'll see today. Sigil faction guaranteed! Gather the goods, and we'll buff the— Don't be a stranger!
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Cool.
Got an order? Once your sigil's improved, what should I strengthen? I'll handle it. Always aim for the top. A complete success. I'll handle it. I'll handle it. Good. I'll handle it. Your weapons won't betray you. Let's talk. Show me. Come back sometime.
Is your stomach growling?
Oh,
Give it what it wants.
incredible.
We've got...
May I?
Route. The target.
Fine! Better act quick before they run! Hard work!
Need ammo. Need ammo. Look alive, crew. Locking on. Routing the target.
No farther!
Reloading. Bring the thunder! Rookie. Need ammo. Too slow. Foes detected. Neutralize!
I do not hold back!
Breaking through! Engaging hostiles.
Too much for the ready!
Got you now. Foes detected. Bring the thunder! Reloading. Routing the target. Lamek! This is the end! Thunderhead!
Follow close!
As you wish.
I'm up! Breaking through! Great synergy, everyone! Right you are!
Neutralizing!
Let's keep it up.
This'll be over soon. Engaging! Blocking. Reloading. Rookie. Routing the target.
Time my bear hook bang!
On the hill.
Look alive, crew. Need ammo.
Breaking through! Too
Bring
much
it.
for you ready!
Foam on the sea.
Breaking through!
This'll be over soon.
Here they come!
Reloading. Got you now.
Lightning!
Engaging! Survey complete. Returning to base.
May I?
This will be over soon.
Break! Infinito creare!
Eat this! Got you now. Lightning! Lamek! Engaging! Look alive, crew. Eat lead! The end! Thunderhead! Engaging hostiles. Too slow. Breaking through. Bring it. Engaging. Rookie. Routing the target. Reloading. Look alive, crew. This will be over soon. Need ammo. Too slow. No further. Gotcha. Reloading. Engaging hostiles. Rookie. Here we go. Breaking through. Okay. Good enough. Okay. All good. Okay. Good enough. Okay. Good enough. This will be over soon.
Without thought.
Fox Stewart, heads up! Here it comes!
Wind in the fields.
Okay. All good. Routing the target.
Wave away!
Can't let him do me in. Got you lightning! This'll be over soon.
I need to go all out. Bring the thunder!
Heaven comes down! Engagement!
Coming for us! You ready?
Look alive, crew. Bring it!
One blade, one fire!
Reloading.
Engaging! Breaking through!
Got you now. Lightning! This'll be over soon. We've covered enough ground.
Can I have a second?
Skyfarers, huh? What should I strengthen? Show me. Want your weapons tempered? I'll handle it. How about that? I'll handle it. Good. I can make just about anything. Your weapons won't betray you.
Oh dear. What can I do you for? Gather the goods, and we'll buff those weapons till they're lean, mean, damage-dealing machines. Thanks to my secret method, you can enhance your weapons beyond their natural limits. Patent pending. Whoa! See a beaut? Wow! Now this is some rare craftsmanship. Whoa! See a beaut? Wow! Now this is some rare craftsmanship. Appreciate the support.
Incredible! So then?
Yes.
May I?
Do you need the strength of a king?
Engaging hostiles.
Alright, let's pull it together!
Ashes to ashes!
This will be yours.
Finito creare!
To breathe?
Foes detected.
Thought you had me? Too much for you? Let's play. Let's see what you got. The rivers run red to the fire. Lightning!
Okay. Good enough. Okay. All good. Got you now. Lightning! Bring it!
Many thanks.
Engaging! Breaking through! Routing the target. What? This is the end! Thunder!
Let us take them.
Moving out.
I'm grateful for your help, Eustace.
You're welcome. Piss off! This will be yours.
Go on the sea.
Got you. Thunderclap!
Buzzing for naught.
Let's move out.
So, shall we head out? I'm your girl.
Mission accepted. Routing the target. Sir! To dance with lightning. Now! Got you now. Piss off! Engaging hostiles. Too slow. Neutralizing. Reloading. Stay sharp still. Look alive, crew. Reloading. Here's a gift. Take it. Got you now. Neutralize. Need ammo.
One stroke, 1,000 deaths. Butterfly attack. Moonrise.
Neutralize. Reloading.
You have my gratitude.
Reloading.
Bow before me, the one true king. Just kidding. Try again. Come on.
target. Let's make this quick. Here's a gift. Run through them. Let's go. Let's go. Engaging hostiles. Good night. Good night. Gotcha. All right, let's pull it together. Rookie. Neutralize. Reloading. Gotcha. Need ammo. Eat lick. This'll be over soon. Rookie. Routing the target. Gotcha. Got you now. Too slow.
Let loose the fires of war.
Engaging hostiles. Dance with lightning. Let's go. Going in. Come on.
You face the sword.
Locking on. Let's go. Piss off. Stay shot still.
Well, don't stop now. Despair. This ground shall be your fire. Return to the abyss.
Thunderclap. Engaging hostiles. Time's up. Thunderclap. Got it. Reloading. Run through the buzzing from locking on. Dead. Let's see. We're taking this. This'll be over soon. Here's a gift. Ready for action.
Let loose the fires of war. I will be
Locking
your
on.
guiding light.
Let's go, sir! Routing the target. Here we go. Piss off!
Come.
Roger.
Get it. It's darkest before dawn.
Look alive! We've got company!
Peace will come.
The sun always rises.
The tide swells.
R.I.P.
All is away.
Follow.
Not enough? And here I was hoping to save my truck car.
Let's go! Thunderclap!
Watch out! Here they come!
Locking on.
course.
You're intense when you aren't meditating.
Sight. Your maker. Dead to rights. Dance with lightning. Let's go. Moving out. Mine. Run through them. Thunderclap. This will be over soon. Ready for action. Let loose the fire.
Let us take them. I'm grateful for your help, Eustace.
Locking up. You're welcome.
Nice try. Backing off and making distance. What's the matter? Neutralizing. What? Too much for you? Beat them to a pulp. On the move. Put him down.
That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
Thunder got him. Reloading. Now. Locking on. Easy. Executed. Let's go. Back down now. Okay. R.I.P. Very well. Let's make this quick. Piss off. The heavens tremble. Good night. Leave me alone. Neutralize. We've covered enough ground. Let's head back.
The entertainment has only just begun.
Let's talk. Show me. Once your sigil's improved? Sigil enhancement? Got it. All right, let's get to it. Hammer with the heart, not the mallet. That's my way. Don't forget about upkeep.
That's it. Yes.
We've right. Here it is. Come again. We've got lunch special.
gadgets for special treasures. Thanks to my secret method, you can enhance your weapons beyond their natural limits. Patent pending! Wow! Now this is some rare craftsmanship! Appreciate the support!
Oh, wow.
Skyfarers, huh? Want your weapons tempered? I'll handle it. Good. Come back sometime.
What can I do you for? Look who it is! Want to take your weapons to new heights? I can arrange that. Gather the goods, and we'll buff those weapons till they're lean, mean, damage-dealing machines! Don't be a stranger!
Oh, wow.
What should I strengthen? I'll handle it. Don't forget about upkeep. Got an order? What kind of weapons you need? Want your weapons tempered? Which weapon you want to improve? I'll handle it. I'll handle it. Come back sometime.
Wow.
We've received a special request. Considering it carefully, I see. Well, you can't be too cautious. How about flipping through and picking one at random? No, maybe not. If you're not sure, well, might I recommend something nice and safe? How about flipping through and picking one at random? No, maybe not.
If you're not sure, well, might I recommend something nice and safe? Considering it carefully, I see. Well, you can't be too cautious. All right, see you.
Just another frosty day.
May I?
Inviting me out, are you? Happy to join you.
Great. The welcome squad is here. Let's see what you got! All together!
Understood.
It's raining! Come on, Percival. We've got more baddies to buy. Sure. Ooh, a diversion! Too much for you? Hope they make this interesting. I will be your guiding light. Do I need to go all out? Know your place. One blade, one victory! I'm going to win
fight? They've got one!
Ungo! Oh, look! It's raining too!
I'm coming!
It's over! Great. The welcome squad is here. Infinito Creare! All right, let's pull it together! I will be your guiding light. This ain't gonna work out. I'm going to ruin the whole career. The river runs right to the fire!
There is no foam
Cat in the hoop! Hoop, hoop! Hoop! Tango! Ungo! Cat and mouse!
How long you last.
Ungo! Way over it! The welcome squad is here.
Now! What a name!
I'm right behind you.
There is bite within your skill.
Back at you, Percival.
Infinito creare! Over here! Let's go!
The tide swells.
Well, don't stop now.
Camille's great.
Be done to a call. I'll take them. We're not out of the woods yet.
That sounds fair.
Step up.
Right.
Fine.
Can't lose focus.
One blade, one victory! Looking sharp. Looking sharp. Great. The welcome squad is here. Let's see what you got!
Wide open. They shall fall. They make a nice team.
This ground shall be your pie! Return to the abyss!
Bring it! Ooh, a diversion!
Rain on the
You will burn! Seize victory!
Here comes all of you.
Oh,
Your power
it's raining
is quite formidable.
A compliment from the Lord of Flames himself. I'm honored.
Cat and mouse.
Uh-oh.
Hope they make this interesting. All right, let's pull it together.
Try not to break. Together now. They shall fall.
How's this?
1,000 deaths.
Nice natural. I'm an eternal.
Butterfly. Looks like they're coming for us. You ready?
No,
Step up! On me!
As you wish.
Cat shots!
They must fear our strength.
This team is dynamite.
Infinito creare! Hunger! Thought you had me? Now, strike through! Follow through! Cook this turkey!
You got
I'm going to ruin their whole career.
beauty is trending so fast.
Impacta!
Moon in the field. Finesse all your heart.
It's over! Roger that.
No strike.
So far.
Oh, look!
Be honest.
It's raining
Are
swords!
you holding back?
Oops, it's Adele? I'll pal it up for the next foe. Oh boy, I love surprises. Diversion.
On me! You've met your match! No rest until we walk. I'm impressed.
Cat and mouse. All right, let's war. Not over yet.
Bingo! Let's go, devil!
Work out for you.
Come!
I'm up!
Well, that couldn't have gone better.
Yeah, we had perfect synergy on that one.
Seal their fate.
Hope they make this interesting.
Foam on the sea.
Out of my sight!
Here we go!
Destroy
By my
them.
blade. Keep it tight, people.
I shall light the
Okay,
way.
I'll take the vanguard.
Oh, look! It's raining soap! Take a look!
Beauty is transient. Breeze flutters.
Let's go!
Wind in the air. Not gonna run. Full reversal to go.
Attack! You front!
Okay.
Well done.
The fun's just
you
getting
like what you
started.
saw?
We'll follow this crew anywhere.
Whoa.
Chakra wheels.
And back! The angle is near!
Without something.
Infinito creale! You don't have to twist my leg. Not enough? And here I was hoping to save my truck card. 100,000 espadas! Amaya!
I've got them! So
You waste the sword sovereign!
First of all!
I will not be eclipsed! Return to the abyss!
You're gonna burn! Taste our power! Devilish level! Shine as one! Gale burst!
This expedition's done.
May I?
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
So cold.